the daydreaming, Pancata. That floor ain't gonna mop itself, you know. Here we are, fight night, and I got a panda pipe dreaming all over the joint.
Fight night. Big deal. Who cares about some dumb old fight night?
You better watch yourself, Pancata. If the boss catches you goofing off again, you'll be daydreaming on the unemployment line.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Sweet Bear is shaking off that pounding and is ready for more. Folks, this fight ain't over yet. It's a battle of the bears, and I gotta tell ya, Sweet Bear is looking pretty sweet up there. Everyone's wondering if Sweet Bear's got the goods to strip Freak Teddy of his title. As you know, Teddy hasn't lost a fight in 2 years. This could be the night that anything happens. Oh, talk about your up, ladies and gentlemen. Can this mean victory for Sweet and defeat for Teddy? I'm afraid we have all too clear an answer, folks. It's another victory for Teddy Thunders, and that would make his 45th in a row. Isn't that exciting?
I don't believe it. He's killing me, this guy. He wins every time. Freak Teddy is putting me out of business, I tell you.
Yeah, sure. Just like when you were fighting Polaris. No one could beat you either.
What I wouldn't do to get back in the ring.
Don't even think it. You get back in the ring and you lose the club. Don't forget, it's in the contract you signed.
Yeah, I know. As if you'd let me forget.
Oh, man. That Teddy's really something, isn't he? Uh-huh.
Boy, I tell you, that Teddy Thunders. He may be a pain in Polaris's paw, but the girls go googly over him.
Yeah, you said it. I wish they were googly over me that way. But then, I don't like to fight.
Ah, quit yanking my fur. Who are you trying to kid, Pancata?
What I meant was, I love it!
How about this? The kid here doesn't like to fight. He thinks it's too violent.
Shouldn't you get back to work?
I'm all done. I was hoping I could ask to leave early. After all, it is pretty slow in here right now.
Leave early? Why would you need to? It's not like you ever have a date. Who'd go out with you?
Yeah, who is it?
Pardon me, Mr. Polaris.
Yeah, Pancata, come on in.
Well, sir, I was wondering if, that is, if you don't mind, I'd like to go home early tonight.
Well, that depends. Did you finish cleaning the ring? Silverware polished? Dishes all washed?
Mm-hmm.
Well then, it has been a pretty slow night tonight. Go on, get out of here.
Oh, Mr. Polaris, don't let it get you down. Even Freak Teddy can't win forever.
2 years, Pancata. 2 years he's been the champion. And as long as he stays at the top of the heap, this joint will be on the bottom. Sure, Thunders might have been popular when he started out, but we're talking 2 years. Who wants to go to a boxing match when the same goopy guy keeps winning? Problem is, there's no one good enough to challenge him.
I bet you could give Freak Teddy a run for his money. Why don't you jump in the ring and challenge him, Mr. Polaris?
No can do. When I inherited this club, I retired from the ring. Well, them's the breaks, kid. You see, I got other fish to fry these days.
I wish I could help somehow, but I really don't know much about it. That is, boxing, I mean.
Huh? But you must have watched loads of matches while you were working here.
Well, to tell you the truth, I've never been much of a boxing fan. I find it a little too violent. I pretend to like it.
So you pretend, huh?
That's right. It's all an act, sir.
That's it! That's it! You just gave me a great idea, kid.
So sorry I'm late, Master Jin.
Please go put on the proper attire. Make it snappy. Your mind wanders all over the place.
Me wander? Of course not.
What's weighing you down?
Well, you know, I've always been a little pudgy.
That's not what I meant. What burdens your mind?
Well, there's this girl. We work together down at the club, see? But she doesn't even know I exist. To that girl, I'm just a loser.
I see. To make a woman notice you, you must show her you value loyalty.
Loyalty? Show that I'm, sincere and be a Mr. Dependable dude and stuff like that?
Yes, that's all good and fine. But you must also show her that loyalty has value. I'm talking about what's inside. That is your essence.
My essence?
Hey, Pancata! I want to see you in my office.
You called me, Mr. Polaris?
That's right, Pancata. You gave me a great idea the other day. And today's the day we're gonna put that idea into action. I present to you the Great Bear of Mystery.
Maybe you've been working a little too hard, Mr. Polaris.
I'm not Polaris. I am the Great Bear of Mystery. At least, that's what I want you to call me as long as I'm wearing the suit.
I'm not sure I'm catching on, Mr. Polaris.
It's simple, Pancata. This solves all our problems. I ain't allowed back in the ring without losing the club. But the Great Bear of Mystery can fight all he wants and no one's the wiser. Here, kid, give these a good washing. I want them nice and fresh for the fight. Hey, Pancata. This'll just be our little secret. Remember how much I'm counting on you now.
I swear that bear gets more strange every day. Someone down there? What are you up to, Pancata?
Gee, honey, I was just,
Hey, what's going on with the washing machine?
nothing. Just some whites. Hey, do I hear a thirsty customer out there or something?
I didn't hear anything.
Well, I think we ought to go upstairs just in case. I mean, you never know, right? Looks like it shrunk a little.
One more sucker who thinks he's got what it takes to beat Freak Teddy. Masked Bear challenges Freak Teddy?
Lucky he's wearing a mask. That way no one will know who he is when he inevitably bites the dust.
I think is a real coward. A real man would have the courage to show his face, even if he was a big loser.
I have a feeling he's not as big a loser as you think.
You act like you know the guy.
Well, no. I just think he deserves a fair shake, right?
The guy's a loser, you know? He'll have his chance to lose like everyone else.
Well, I mean, what if he doesn't?
You're yanking my fur again, ain't ya?
Hey, Pancata! I want to see you in my office.
This masked moron hasn't got a thing going for him. I tell you, people aren't gonna put money on this guy.
But what if Pancata's right?
I wouldn't bet on that even if you gave me the money.
Well, Pancata, tonight's the big night.
That's right.
Boy, I can hardly wait to put on that costume. You did remember to wash my costume, didn't you, kid?
Oh, don't you worry. I remembered all right. Nice and fresh and clean, all ready for you.
In this corner, weighing in at over 800 pounds, the national heavyweight champion for 2 consecutive years, the dangerous, fabulous Freak Teddy! And entering the ring, a brand new challenger, weighing in at 700 pounds, please welcome the Great Bear of Mystery!
The only thing mysterious is how long it'll take before he starts screaming for his mama.
Folks, it looks like our competitors are ready. Gentlemen, please remove your robes and let the battle begin!
Oh! I don't believe it! Could it be? It looks like Pancata!
Nah, it can't be. He's over there mopping the floor.
Look, Mr. Grizzlepuss, it is Pancata. No wonder he was saying all those silly things this morning.
You're right, that dopey kid must have a death wish.
He couldn't possibly think he can beat Freak Teddy.
What a battle this is, folks! Just one round in, and Teddy is already taking a licking. Who would have thought a panda like this could have such fancy footwork?
Get ready, Mystery Bear. I hope you have your insurance policy paid up, because I'm about to make mass mincemeat out of you.
I'm afraid you're mistaken, Thunder Chump, because your time is up.
You gotta get down here, Ursinho. Freak Teddy's getting his butt kicked all over the place. I haven't seen a brawl like this since Polaris the Demolisher ruled the ropes. Now this is worth buying a ticket.
Oh my goodness, if only I'd known what a licking this Teddy chump was gonna get, I'd have put all my money on Pancata. Ugh.
That panda's something? I can't believe I never knew how dreamy he was.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fight we could only have been dreaming about a year ago. Believe it or not, Freak Teddy may have met his match.
Oh, I don't believe it. I just bought those fixtures last week.
Tonight we have witnessed one for the ages. A real shocker, my friends.
Your execution was flawless. Your technique is totally mind-blowing. I just think you overreached a little at the end.
It's obvious to me that you have the talent. I just don't know if we have the room for you this time.
You'll be the first panda ever accepted into the academy. And won't that be a treat for you?
I'm very proud of you, Pancata. You move with the feet of fire. You shine like the night star. But I beg you, I can't take any more leaping.
Amazing, Pancata! Who'd have thought a sweet guy like you had it in ya?
Me? But how? I mean, I didn't know you were there.
Oh, I was there, buddy boy, and I saw everything. I tell ya, that jump was the best part of it all. Sensational! I didn't know you could do stuff like that.
Okay.
Hey now, if it isn't the man himself. You're a gold mine. From now on, buddy, I'm betting on Pancata.
Wow, maybe they really did see me dancing and I didn't know it.
I ought to be mad at you for not telling me how talented you are. But you are just incredible, Pancata.
Well, I don't think it's that big of a deal, really. It's just something I picked up a while back, you know? I didn't think any of you folks would be interested. That's why I didn't say much about it before.
I think you are just a big stinker. I'm gonna have to give you a big kiss right here.
Well, that was unexpected. I'm just Pancata, right? The same old me, you know?
Don't be modest, you silly bear. I think you are just one amazing hunk of panda, you know that?
Well, I gotta get to work. I'll see you later, honey.
You sure will, little cuddle bear. Ow. Bye.
Hey, Pancata, get over here, will you? So, did you hear about last night?
Oh, sure. Everyone's been really nice about it.
Are you nuts? You're acting like you're the guy who beat Teddy.
But it was me.
That's what everyone thinks. But I know and you know that it was me.
Are you guys talking about something stupid or what?
Yeah, well, what I meant was I trained Pancata. He learned everything from me.
Hey, what are you hurt?
Just, getting old, that's all.
But boss, I was trained by someone named Master Jin.
Pancata, are you losing your marbles? Who is this Jin guy?
Master Jin. See, boss, he's like my modern dance instructor.
Dance instructor?
Yeah, and my audition piece was awesome. I mean, isn't that what everyone's talking about?
You mean? I thought I was going crazy. Sorry, kid. I guess I really didn't know what you were talking about. Pancata, I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about the fight.
Oh, how could I forget? How'd it go, boss? Did you win the fight?
Not exactly. You won, kid. You see, that costume you wore shrunk so bad, I didn't look like a polar bear. I looked like a panda.
Everybody thought it was me up there, right? And here I thought they were all excited about my dancing.
Sorry, kid. I'm afraid not.
So I guess we gotta tell Honey it was you that fought and not me.
No can do. Everybody thinks you clobbered Teddy Thunders. They think you're the champ. We got no time for sulking, son. We gotta do is plan our next move. We gotta get ready for the next big fight, see?
But boss, what's that got to do with me?
Well, since Thunders wants a rematch, I gotta be you again, and you gotta help me.
No! That was you in that ring, not me, and I'm not about to let everyone think it was me.
Keep it down. If anyone finds out, I'll lose the club. Okay, here's the deal, Pancata. I do the fighting, and you get all the glory.
Boss, I gotta be honest, this idea is way bad.
Oh, come on, Pancata. Think about all the perks you'll get.
Well...
I sense your mind is not on rehearsal.
No, I'm fully committed, Master. Got my mind exactly where it should be.
Sorry, I think you're lying. I think you're distracted. You know, I wasn't born yesterday. Just a wild guess, but does the stress come directly from that lady friend you spoke to me about a while ago?
No. Maybe a little. Well, she's part of it anyway. I guess the good news is that she finally noticed me.
Ah. I'm happy to hear you followed the tips I gave you regarding love, but I must admit my surprise. I didn't really think it would work at all.
To tell you the truth, the real reason the girl likes me is because she thinks I'm some sort of boxing champion. You know, like a fighter dude. I'm afraid it's a long story. It's all a big mix-up at the place where I work. They think I'm someone I'm not, and now I'm stuck being that someone. And I don't know what to do.
Pancata, you need to tell the truth to the lady. The truth will set you free every time.
But you don't understand. If I tell the truth, Mr. Polaris will get into trouble. And I have to admit, I really do like it when all these folks make a fuss over me.
Then perhaps, Pancata, you must honor the fuss your friends are making over you. You must become this big boxer fighter to honor them.
Are you crazy? Fighter me? No way!
You must fight or tell the truth to all.
I can't.
Pancata's front page news!
You wanted to see me, Mr. Polaris?
Yeah, come on in. Thunder's itching for a rematch with you, kid.
But you mean already?
I think he wants to wear that belt again before the fur grows back. We got the public smack dab where we want him. We can't lose him now, can we?
Mr. Polaris, as you know, I'm not much of a fighter,
You really got nothing to worry about, kid. I'll be one in the ring, see?
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You see, I want to be the one to fight Teddy Thunders.
What? Have you lost your mind, son?
But I figured out I do like how it feels to be treated like a champ, Mr. Polaris. It's a matter of personal pride, you see?
Pancata, you're not a fighter. You're a dancer. Leave the fighting to me. All I want you to do now is sign this challenge card.
I'll sign it, but I'm telling you I'm the one who fights.
Haven't you been listening? I'm not letting you near that ring. You got that?
Mr. Polaris, I am prepared to blow the whistle unless you unconditionally allow me to go into the ring against Teddy Thunders. One way, fairly and squarely.
Pancata, you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
It's too late. I've made up my mind.
Hey, Mr. Grizzlepuss. Looking forward to the big fight next week?
I'm sure that Pancata's gonna draw in those crowds like a magnet. The guy's got major charisma.
You said it. I always thought he was something special.
All right, Pancata, listen up. The first lesson you're gonna learn today is how to defend yourself.
I'm ready.
What are you doing, Pancata? You can't close your eyes. You gotta keep them open so you know where your opponent is at all times. This is gonna be a really long day.
You made me proud, Pancata. You have become a champion fighter. I believe that whether you come out a winner or take a horrible bloody beating.
Maybe I shouldn't try to be a fighter after all. I'm a fool. What was I thinking? There's no way I can beat Teddy Thunders. Maybe that Thunders guy would agree to a dance-off or something.
Pancata, the time for fear is past. You must face your destiny. Remember, if you fight like you dance, you can never go wrong.
Like dance. I'm so dead meat.
In this corner, weighing in at 800 pounds, formerly undefeated in 45 fights, he was the national heavyweight champion, and now tonight's challenger, the one and only Fabulous Freak Teddy! And in this corner, we have the current reigning and undisputed national heavyweight champ himself, weighing in at, hey kid, you're not on one of those shake diets, are ya?
He'll be shaking tonight.
As I was saying, the exciting new national heavyweight champion who needs no mask and no introduction, Pancata!
Honey, I knew the turnout would be good for this fight, but you should see how many bets I took. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Pancata the fighter's a gold mine.
Remember what I told you, kid? You know what to do. Now get out there and do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this doesn't seem possible, but could Pancata be KO'd in the first round? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pancata, what do you think you're doing? Is this a frolic in the woods or a fight? You get in that ring or I'll damage the rest of you, you hear me?
Time out!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm as surprised as you are. Where's the passion? Where's the panache? Where's the Pancata we know and love?
Can't say I didn't see this coming. Always knew that kid was a loser.
Remember, if you fight like you dance, you can never go wrong.
Hold on, folks. Something's happening. It looks like Pancata's had a burst of energy. Perhaps this was his strategy all along.
Oh,
Oh, so that's it? Playing games, huh? Panda punk.
1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Folks, looks like Pancata's been knocked out cold by Freak Teddy, and Teddy has regained his title. Pancata's championship looks to be the shortest on record, with only one victory. The pudgy panda still appears to be out cold. Teddy is reveling in his opponent's defeat, while the disappointed crowd gets ready to go home much earlier than expected.
Mr. Polaris, may I talk to you, sir?
Do my eyes deceive me? I may actually have lost all of my marbles, but something smells fishy around here. Oh, I think I finally figured it all out. I'm on to you now, you double-crosser. You broke the agreement, Polaris, and now you have to pay the price. Turn around and face me, you counterfeit panda.
Now, Grizzlepuss, let's just settle down.
You listen here, Polaris. You can't fool me. That's the same cheap costume you wore when you broke the contract and entered the ring.
Oh, hey! What are you crazy? Stop it! That hurts!
Okay, so you're not wearing a costume. You're Pancata. Where's Polaris?
I'm afraid you missed him. He didn't want any long goodbyes. He was afraid he might get too emotional.
What do you mean long goodbyes? Where is he? We got business to settle here.
Of course. Don't get so excited, Mr. G. I assure you everything continues to be on the up and up contract-wise.
Yeah, well, why can't he tell me himself, huh? Where is Polaris? He can't do this to me. We have a legally binding contract, him and I.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, Mr. Grizzlepuss. I promise.
Pancata, I'd say it wasn't exactly a night to remember, was it, champ? Remember when you were in training and I kept saying I knew you could beat that overgrown furball? Well, I was lying. I knew there was no way a tubby little panda could beat a monster like that. I only said those things to motivate you, that's all. Everybody out there thought you were going to flatten Teddy Thunders for sure. Of course, knowing Teddy Thunders, I knew that would be impossible. So that's why I placed all my bets on Teddy. Listen, kid, there's going to be lots of changes around here.
But I don't get it. Who's looking after the joint?
You happen to be looking at him.
But you aren't a boxer. What do you know about the fight game?
Enough to know that I don't care a lick for it. But that's all right. I've got other plans for the establishment.
Show me your ticket, please, madame. Table 17. Yo, 17!
Don't worry, Pancata. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.